I started weathering the car in the exact same way described in a previous video on weathering another PLCX covered upper. This time, instead of just using a dark enamel wash for the side ribs, I went for a much more extreme weathering job. The inspiration for this video comes from another YouTuber and excellent modeler. His nickname is Dance Railroad 2011, and I put a link to his YouTube channel in the description below. He has a lot of great weathering how-to videos, and his work is amazing. I took my time and worked slowly, trying to be as accurate as possible. It took me about 40 minutes per side to complete the first layer of dark rust. I remember a Tony Custer article in Model Railroader magazine, where he showed how to weather rolling stock in just a few minutes using pan pastels. I totally get that when you have a large fleet of cars, you can't spend 2 hours on a single one. In my case, I have a very limited number of cars given the modest size of the layout. So I can afford to spend more time on detailed weathering jobs. And honestly, weathering is one of my favorite parts of the hobby. This is the result of the first, darkest layer of rust. From here, I'll add lighter colors using oil paints. After removing the roof fork masking, I noticed a few areas that weren't properly covered by the acrylic paint mix I use on the roof. This was an easy fix, done by carefully sliding the brush under the roof walks. I then cleaned up a couple of spots where I didn't want paint, using a cotton swab dipped in isopropyl alcohol. Here I added an oil wash to the roof walks. Now comes the fun part. I weathered the side panels in layers. I started with a burnt umber oil paint wash and a flat brush. I also washed the sills and the coupler areas using the same technique. I let this first layer dry for about 12 hours. Then I added full-strength oil paint over the acrylic dark rust spots. The idea here is to create rust streaks using a flat brush dipped in oil thinner. I took my time and worked over all the spots and dots. I dipped a flat brush in oil thinner and slowly brushed each side panel from top to bottom. It's very important to work slowly at this stage. Every few panels, I cleaned the brush on a paper towel and dipped it again in thinner. I did the same on the other side of the car. I let the car dry for a couple of days, otherwise the next oil wash layer would reactivate the paint. In the meantime, I worked on the roof. I painted the edges with Vallejo burnt umber, following some prototype photos. Next, I used full-strength burnt sienna oil paint and the flat brush loaded with thinner to create another layer of streaks. Let the paint dry thoroughly for a couple of days. Then I sealed the oils with a coat of Vallejo matte polyurethane varnish. I like to seal the oil layers because when repeating the wash process, I want to avoid disturbing the previous layer. Then I repeated the streaking process using more burnt umber oil paint on both sides of the car. After letting the paint dry for a few days, I hit the weathering with a clear coat to seal everything in before the next step. The final layer was finished with raw sienna oil paint. The very last step is to seal the weathering job again with another coat of Vallejo matte varnish. What I learned from this weathering job: I would apply the lightest colors first. It's better to let the oil paint sit on a piece of cardboard for an hour or so before painting, so most of the oil can be absorbed by the cardboard. Next time, I try placing a dot of oil paint and letting it sit overnight before streaking it. Overall, I'm very satisfied with the result.